When you step back and you look at the diversity of our student population, our students distinguish themselves not only in the classroom. We have students who excel in the art room, they excel on stage, they excel throughout. And what we try to do is create what I like to call is a culture of expectation.
The Ramaz philosophy is to try to develop a student who will be a mensch, who will be committed to Torah, mitzvos, Am Yisrael, and Medidat Yisrael, who will achieve at the highest academic level of which he or she is capable, and above all, who will have a sense of responsibility for the Jewish people and all of humankind.
Coming into 9th grade, it was definitely a change in atmosphere and in perspective. You have to get accustomed to the classes and the room changes, but overall it was the greatest change that I've experienced, and it was all for the better. Students,
just by being here, feel that they need to challenge themselves and they need to grow and find exactly what it is that distinguishes themselves, that's their place to shine.
It created the feeling of passion. I would say just a kind of thorough, rigorous approach to anything that you're passionate about.
People who have come to try out for chamber choir, and we ask them, why do you want to be in the chamber choir? And they say, well, you guys look like you're having a great time, and also I hear it's a family.
I just love the students here. They are just so enthusiastic. All the teams root for each other, and the camaraderie is amazing.
Whatever you're interested in, whatever you want to explore, you can find it in Ramaz. And if it's not there, then you can create it.
To get acclimated a little bit faster to the school, you can just join different clubs, be open to meeting different people, take advantage of all of the resources and everything that you have at your fingertips.
And we offer them an environment where they have unlimited, virtually, opportunities to find that.
I went to Mr. Miller with my friends and we discussed starting a yoga club.
This year I created a new club called 3D Modeling Club.
Recently I became junior president of Science Olympiad. The whole club is about competing with other schools in different science competitions. It's really gives me an opportunity to be creative in something I like doing.
One of our priorities is to empower students to realize their full potential so that they can shine with whatever their talents and passions may be.
It's teachers that approached me and saw an ability in me that I might not have seen without them.
We have the same kind of diversity in talents in our faculty.
People will ask me, oh, what do you teach? And they expect to hear something like, oh, I teach math, but really I teach kids.
He really made math something different. You know, he cared that the students were understanding the material. He wanted us to enjoy math as much as he enjoyed math.
Each classroom is full of a lot of engaging intellectual and academic material, but each classroom is also just full of teachers and students having a really good time.
Every day we take 2 steps backwards and 3 steps forward. And the idea is really to kind of layer information in a way where a review is built into it.
It's like Dr. Gaylord, he's constantly doing a different class. I mean, every single year is a different class, different books.
Never done the same senior class twice.
The school not simply allows it, but encourages that kind of variety is a great thing.
Oh, the teachers are definitely accessible and approachable because of the clinics. If you need extra help or just going up to them and saying, I have a question, can we meet sometime?
You know, some of the students have actually said that your course has helped me to direct me into the sciences.
My joy, my excitement is being in the trenches, teaching the kids. And my goal is to pass this passion on to my students and to help them become independent thinkers.
If you think about it, at our doorstep we have the Metropolitan Museum of Art, we have the Frick, we have Guggenheim.
The galleries on Madison Avenue, we go down to Chelsea where the artists met us at the galleries and we're able to talk about their process.
It's really a way for them to see the broader scope of what they're learning and to really gain an appreciation and insight into what they're doing.
The artists have come back to me and said that they were amazed at the conversations and the questions and the curiosity of the student body.
Last year, the 10th graders went to see the Chagall exhibit at the Jewish Museum. They were studying in their history classes the time period that Chagall lived. His own expression of this is much different than reading it in a book. This added a dimension to their understanding of the time period.
Is that something that might be studied in a particular subject has connections to other subjects without their thinking that there is a natural connection.
When you get out into the real world, that
all the subjects do tend to be connected to each other. So computer science is a nice field to go into because it's combining your math skills, your science skills, and maybe even your artistic skills.
Throughout the day, the Judaic and general studies are interwoven. So one of my jobs is to show them how the disciplines really work together.
At Ramaz, I took honors Talmud, and I've reaped the benefits from that study in law school, Socratic study of the law.
We're talking about education in both Limudei Kodesh and Limudei Chol in a way that enhances a student's understanding on a deep, profound level of both worlds. Also, a commitment to the values of Torah.
Being Jewish meant not only participating in the traditions of the religion itself, but that chesed and social justice are a critical part of the work we do as Jews.
Another great thing that Ramaz did, that Didi Benel did, sort of get everybody involved in doing sort of active chesed, not just giving money for tzedakah, but actually also going out and meeting people.
So we have many projects ongoing during the week, and they're student run, and that's the excitement.
After Hurricane Katrina, I'd gone down with Ramaz to support the communities and to help rebuild.
Last year in 10th grade, we were given a chesed requirement, and I chose to coach a 6th grade basketball team.
When I was at Ramaz, I was one of a group of 8 of us who were chosen to go to Russia to visit with refuseniks, to bring them materials to be able to learn about what they were dealing with over there.
Experiential education for us is literally the word you're hearing. It's the experience. Because just about every project we've ever done has been initiated by a student who saw something, who heard something, and responded to it.
Senior year, I took this wonderful class at Ramaz called 20th Century Music, and it really opened my mind to new information that led me to the career that I have today.
Everyone in different grades, there's so much interaction, whether it's through clubs or just seeing each other in the hallways.
Once a week, we have a period set aside for community time. Students of different grades can come together and share common interests.
I like being in a place where everybody doesn't have to think the same thing and say the same thing and feel like they're all sort of buying into exactly the same way of being a thriving person.
Students, after 4 years at Ramaz, feel a sense of confidence to read and learn independently.
At the end of 9th grade, I really would like to get fully accustomed to the school and be fully prepared to jump right into it, go through summer and jump right into it the next year.
This year, I'm looking forward to being in high school and enjoying my time here and spending time with my friends.
Personally, I think I'm trying to improve myself academically, musically, and just to broaden my horizons in general.
By the end of senior year, I hope to be a more well-rounded person. I want to leave Ramaz and be ready to explore and jump into those things I was scared of before.
When you come to Ramaz, you're coming on a very exciting journey, which is a journey not only for the student, but an experience for their family as well.
The best gift of all from my time at Ramaz was finding my classmate and eventual wife, Dana Chipkin. It took till the end of high school, but we did find each other.
What happens after 14 years of a day school education? Does that represent the endpoint of spiritual religious development? Are they ready? Are they independently confident in their own Jewish identity and in their own value system and in our own traditions so that they'll be able to face the challenges that will present themselves?
I think Ramaz has taught me how to be a more self-reliant person. You know, now I'm not scared of writing a history paper. I know how to do that. I know how to write a composition. I know how to develop a picture because Ramaz has a darkroom. And I think I'm, ready for the world. And I think Ramaz has really prepared me for that. And they have taught me, lessons I can take throughout my life.